Hey y'all, what's up? It's Alex, and we're back for another very intimate episode of Ghetto Girls with Good Table Manners. I want to introduce y'all to my co-host for today. This is just girl talk. This is my girl Kayla.
Hey everybody, I'm Kayla.
She too ready. I ain't even asked her shit
Oh
yet.
my
She
bad,
already
my
started
bad, my
talking.
bad.
Ain't nobody even said nothing yet. Now, goddamn.
Okay, is it?
People so ready to be on TV, baby. I love it. Okay, so cool. Kayla, tell us something about yourself, who you are, what you do,
Okay, I'm Kayla. I'm currently working in accounts payable. It took me a little minute to get to where I am at this point in life.
You working at
Accounts payable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I done tried to do many things in my life. But I think this is my final stop. So I'm loving where I am currently. A mom of two. Yeah, just trying to adjust.
Adjust to what?
Time management.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no time management whatsoever. Trying to adjust to getting a better work-life balance because I think that's very important.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for coming. Mm-hmm. Are you nervous?
Very.
Really? Y'all be nervous about nothing. It's a conversation. Okay, so this episode, I want to do something more intimate. We're in the new year. It's 2023. I want to talk about goals. I want to talk about life. I want to talk about stepping into, hell, I'm 30. That new level 3. What does that look like? Just all of that good stuff. Just have some good girl talk. We'll show y'all what we had for breakfast today, too. I actually cooked it myself this time. Because, I can do what I can do when I can do it. But for this episode, of course, our sponsors are always Visions by Legit, the Dream Queen, Tax Queens of Atlanta, and Colossal Dreams. So make sure you check out all of those black, powerful owned businesses. Okay, so this episode, you ready? Mm-hmm. You sure? This episode, it's okay. Let me start by saying this. One day I was sitting in the house and I had a whole full-blown conversation with myself. I do that a lot. Like, my mind is always constantly going, always constantly thinking things are coming to me. And I was like, you know what? You got to get this shit on film. Like, this needs to be said. It came, like, out of nowhere. So this conversation is just about feeding your spirit, things that enhance it, things that decrease your spirit. What some things you should do to keep growing spiritually. Just all that good stuff. So this one is more like, it's not a hot girl edition. This is more like Sister Girl. Y'all remember that book back in the day, Chicken Noodle Soup for the Soul?
Yes.
We giving them kind of vibes today. Okay. So we're going to read. I'm going to let you pull this card. Okay. We're going to answer that one question, and then we're going to get right into the different things that I want to talk about as far as feeding your spirit.
Cool.
Okay. You ready?
Let's see. What is the most important thing for me in this moment?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Okay, go.
That's a great question. The most important thing for me in this moment are my children, my family, and friends. And when I say friends, I don't mean the whole gang of friends, because to me, quality is definitely over quantity.
Yeah.
So, I just want to reciprocate energy. Those friends that's there, those friends that make themselves available, those friends that love on me the way that I want to be loved on, are the people that I wish to reciprocate that energy to. So I think that's very important for me in this moment. Again, I mentioned time management earlier on in the episode, and I feel like time management is very important. Getting a schedule for my kids, because I am in a relationship, so I feel like it's important to have a schedule for your kids so that you can give the time to your significant other that's needed, because that time is required as well. Your life don't stop with your friends or with your significant other just because you have kids. So I feel like putting them on a schedule, and it becomes routine, and they begin to get it. So that leaves me time for me.
Yeah.
Because for so long I felt like I kind of lost myself, like in being a mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me time went out the window. It went out the window. So time management is very important. And my grandma is older, so I'm trying to, make more memories with her, do the things with her that she likes. So again, family, my friends, my relationship, that's important for me in this moment.
That's good. That's good. I think time management is essential to anything. You definitely have to learn how to divide your time up. When you are a mom, a career woman, a girlfriend, a fiance, a caretaker, like you have to give everything. You got to give everything the same amount of love and energy that you give the other.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Now some things are more important, like your kids come before your friends. You know, stuff like that. But you still, have to divide your time up. And like you said, because that trickles down to what's left for Kayla.
Right.
If you giving everything to everybody else, you don't have nothing for Kayla. So the people that you need, that you listed, you can't get them shit because you empty as hell.
Absolutely.
That's a good question. We might do one more.
Yeah,
that
was
cool.
Question.
I actually got these cards. They're called empowering questions. I just got them off Amazon. So sometimes when I have like girls' night and stuff, I just pull these out. Like, I love Carisha and all that, but sometimes I just want to know like where your head really is. Like, what the hell what's really going on.
Yeah.
So when we was talking about feeding your spirit, I'm just so big on it. Like how you said, matching energy. I feel like all of that is a part of your spirit. So if people say like, "What's your spirit?" Your spirit and the Holy Spirit are two different things, but if you walk in with Christ, it should all align.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Y'all following what I'm saying? Your spirit is a part of you that's not physical, but it consists of your characteristic traits and your feelings. Now, the Holy Spirit, we know that's the Father, the Omega. You know what I'm saying? That's where your help come from. You know what I'm saying? But they do and should correlate, in my opinion.
I agree.
I also want to say, like, with feeding your spirit, what I've been noticing lately with myself, I'm getting way better at not letting things around me affect my spirit. Like I don't never sit in my feelings too long, but 15-20 minutes too long, honestly. Because what the hell could I have been doing in them 15-20 minutes that I allowed what you did or what you said or how you treated me to affect my mood? You know what I'm saying? So, like, lately, that's just been on my heart so much. Like, what's feeding your spirit? Like, I don't know why this shit just been, like, it's been playing constantly. And I feel like a lot of us women, I even say men, but I'm talking to the ladies right now. A lot of us have been feeding our spirit with a lot of appetizers. You know what I'm saying?
You said
like,
right
you know what I'm saying? No, for real.
No, it really is.
We've been feeding our spirit with appetizers. Like, bitch, you know you like steak. You know you like lobster. You know you a dressing cornbread kind of bitch. Like, why are you feeding your spirit with chips and dip, pickles and fucking tuna salad? Like,
eating hot Cheetos.
Yeah, y'all hoe eating Takis. You know what I'm saying? You know that you a ribeye type of girl.
Takis and drinking Takis.
Yeah, you're a ribeye type of girl. Like, we've been feeding our spirit with things that give us that instant gratification of, I got something on my stomach, so I don't feel empty, but I'm still not fulfilled. And if you notice, as you eat appetizers and snacks throughout the day, you really just be building up more hunger because you're not completely satisfied. And I feel like that's the same thing with your spirit. Like, we surround ourselves with people and situations that just kind of don't leave us empty, but we're not fulfilled.
Absolutely.
And I feel like going into 30, I don't want to be just snacking.
No, you will not be.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be snacking. I want to be doing shit that I leave full. I leave feeling conquered, and I leave feeling fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? Because also, when you eat them appetizers, them snacks, them chips, that ain't nothing but a bunch of carbs, a bunch of sugar. And when you get ready to drop that motherfucking weight, it be so hard.
Yes,
not only that shit give you diabetes, high blood pressure.
It's so many side effects that come with it. And it's the same thing.
Eat that bullshit. Get you some fruit.
And that's the same thing with your spirit.
And your mindset.
Like, when you feeding yourself, like, with all that carb, that sugar, like, you getting that instant gratification, you start to attach yourself to so much shit that over time, it's just hard to get rid of.
It is.
And now what you doing? You helping you take shit to get rid of shit. Same thing with diabetes, high blood pressure. You done ate all them goddamn pork chop. So now you on high blood pressure. It's the same thing. Your physical spirit, your natural body, that shit is one of one. You know what I'm saying? So that's just been on me extremely heavy. Um, and we'll get into our first topic. And I know me and you can have like good dialogue about this.
You ain't let me say hey to the phone. I already know who it is talking in the
Yeah,
background.
that's Auntie talking, y'all.
Shit.
That's Auntie talking, y'all. I might let her come up here.
I look like Easy E from goddamn New NWA with this ugly ass shit on my head.
Goodbye. Okay, so the first example, I think being like appetizer type stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Relationships. Not the ones with your mom, your dad, your kids. We talking about these niggas.
Oh.
And Auntie, I need you to hold your, I need you to be quiet back there.
Okay.
Cause they got ears.
Yeah, man.
Relationships.
Yeah, man.
We, cause I'm gonna categorize all us as women. We make so many provisions for men that I feel like it makes it easy for them to be around because we don't make it difficult. Mm-hmm. I also feel that us as women, you know, the Bible say when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. It didn't say when he finds a bitch, when he finds a girlfriend, when he finds a girl. It says a woman. Mm-hmm. So when a nigga meets you, you're already a wife, right?
Right.
But we get into these relationships so young for one, living with people, having kids and all this shit that we end up being a wife without that full commitment. And a lot of us want to be married so fucking bad, right? I don't know if it's for the look, if it's whatever it is we want, that's our heart's desire. But we done set up here, had kids with men. You know, some of us multiple, ain't nobody judging. Multiple men. We even go as far as fucking purchasing property with niggas. You know what I'm saying? And this not your husband. So you have created a whole life for this man by you being the wife that you already was, carrying, raising this nigga children. Now y'all got a house together. You doing all this wifely shit, and this nigga won't even commit to you enough to make you his wife when he knows that's your heart's desire.
Hey, that nigga probably won't even commit enough to go down there and get the marriage license, because you got to apply for the license.
Yeah, like he won't
like
even, he literally won't even make the commitment to at least ask you to be my wife. Not even just, let me go get a ring, like, hey, I think I want this shit long term. You know, like he won't even go that far. But we've created so much provision and we snacking with these niggas when most of the time we really ain't truly happy all the way with these niggas. It's just we been together so long, I can't leave him, I got kids, he helped me financially and all this shit.
And even if you nervous about just jumping straight to will you be my wife, show some type of initiative. Mm-hmm. If you know we have problems in our relationship, suggest counseling. That's the step. I'm not saying you need to be down on your knee right now asking me to marry you, but just take initiative. That's all I'm saying.
But let me ask you something. No, not you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, we're gonna be good.
1 second.
Okay.
1 second.
I'm sorry.
Also, let's just back up a little bit about when I said we get into relationships so young. Like my real first serious relationship, I was straight out of high school. I literally started living with a nigga when I was 19. And if I think about that shit now, girl, you was a baby. Why in the hell was you goddamn living with a nigga, cooking, clean, doing all this shit like as a child? That also taints us as women for when you meet the right man. Cause get what? Now, nigga, I'm tired as a motherfucker. I can't watch a bitch ass thing. I can't watch a bitch ass thing. You know, like we grew up so early, so fucking young.
So now you have nothing to offer the man that's truly supposed to be your husband.
You got something to offer.
You just tired.
But you so tired, and guess what? Now we make that nigga work so motherfucking hard. He gotta do backflips, smoke cigarettes, and cook chicken at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because and change diapers because we started out so young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us, this wasn't my story, but I've listened to my other friends that like dads wasn't in their life. Women, not discrediting men in their journey. We've experienced heartbreak as a child from our daddy not being there. Yeah. Then you get with a a nigga. So it's like you've experienced heartbreak by men 2 times before you 21 already.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we're already sometimes damaged goods. But I feel that the responsibility needs to be on us because nobody really told you to go live with that nigga. Nobody told you to go live with that nigga. I know ain't nobody told me. That shit was a financial hack. Let's keep that shit real. We together every day. The rent, I think the rent back then was $5.75. We gonna split this motherfucker down the middle. You know, it was a financial hack. We was together every day. Nobody told me to go stay with him. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like that's where the guidance from the older women come in at too.
Yeah.
That's where the older women step in. Baby, you shouldn't be making any decisions about living on nigga. You just 19.
Yeah. But did we listen?
No, I ain't gonna say we listen now, cause we did listen.
Larry, why you pack my shit? You like, and make sure you get all that shit out the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, I do feel that you have to go through your own experiences to really get it. And I feel like now coming out of like a serious relationship for so long, I can speak on this shit with pure fact. Like a lot of this shit, I gotta take responsibility for. You know what I'm saying? Because your journey, all that shit you experienced before you got to me, that ain't even your fault all the time. I just end up inheriting a lot of your ways, bad habits, generational curses because we our journeys meshed. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta take responsibility for you shouldn't have been staying with anybody. You should have created boundaries. We didn't. It was no boundaries created, and I feel like that's why that goes back to women we're snacking. Cause now I've been with you so long. We got this baby together. My paycheck set up around did what I pay for, did what you pay for. Cause now nigga, if you leave, I'm thinking like, oh damn,
what I'm doing?
I gotta do all this shit by myself. It makes more sense to just do it together. But when you really know your worth and you really trust in God and you know you a badass bitch, you gonna do that shit. Because I feel like now this generation we talking about mental health way more. You know what I'm saying? Like, is you happy, bitch? Like I genuinely be asking people that. If you not, let's talk about it. I don't wanna fuck with nobody that brings my spirit down. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not helping me, feeding me, you're stunting my growth. When you stop growing, you're dead. I don't want to be no living being, but a dead soul. Fuck all y'all.
And your mama too.
And your mama and your goddamn and your great grandma. I don't give a fuck about none of it. I genuinely don't.
So when it comes to you having to end those relationships, is it sometimes tough for you?
As far as with men or friends, what we talking?
Friends, just because friends can be feeding your spirit and not
relationship wise. When I love somebody, it's forever. That's the same thing with my friends. If I love you, I genuinely love you forever. I might not like your ass. I might not fuck with you, but I genuinely love you forever. I don't know if that's a Capricorn thing or a real bitch thing. Like I genuinely love you forever. Ending any type of relationship where you love somebody is extremely difficult. But I've had friendships like recently I had to cut off because I realized that where I was going, they were not really trying to help me get there. If anything is taken away from what I'm doing, you gotta go. Cause like that question I asked you, what's more important to you right now? Nothing at this present moment is more important to me than continuing to grow. I'm not just going to narrow that down to business or, you know, because some people just think, oh, Alice, she just business. No, anything that's stunting my growth, not helping me, that shit got to go. It's difficult because especially when a lot of people may know you or people think like you got a big personality, but I really only fuck with a few. So it's like, okay, bitch, you had 5. Now you got 4. Now you got 2. You be like, damn, it's just me and Mariah in this bitch. At this point, you know what I'm saying? It's extremely difficult. But I know that for where I'm going and where I want to be, like, you know how like your clothes got them strings on it? I don't want to be, bitch, cut it out, pull it off. It's hard as fuck. Relationship-wise, I feel like women, I don't even feel like they got to be explained. We talk about, you know, that shit is a cycle. It comes to a point where you just got to break that stuff, cut that stuff off. But friendships can be harder. But I feel like for me, those are the easiest things to let go. Because I feel like me personally, like I said before on the episode, I talk to my friends on a very candid level of how I feel, my expectations, what's hurting me, what's bothering me more than like a man does. So when I feel like that love and energy and respect is not reciprocated, it's hard to accept. But that goes back to me feeding my spirit. I can't really stay in those situations
Right.
long anymore. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? Because when you it's harder when you keep being in denial. But it's like if you recognize that shit the first time, you can really prepare yourself for the fall.
Gotcha.
Another thing, I'm very, very big on these two things. Like you said, it's not quality, it's not quantity, it's quality.
Right.
You don't need a bunch of people in your life to fulfill you. There's so many spirits. There's so many different characteristic traits.
Yeah.
There's so many backgrounds. Like, you don't need all of that. Like, I'm scared of bitches that got a whole bunch of friends.
Yeah.
That's weird as fuck.
To me, too. Like, you done called this friend that you ain't talked to in 2 years to invite her to your birthday party because you only got 3 people that done RSVP. That's weird. That's weird.
And
Take your 3 friends and y'all go enjoy your birthday party.
I ain't even tripping about a party. Cause like when I do a party, I want to do a party. No, I'm talking about like this intimate. Why the hell everybody in your space, everybody in your car, like everybody around your children, like, bitch, please. Get these hoes from around y'all. And I took a lesson as well. I took a person that I knew socially and let them become a friend. When I let them become a friend, I was like, bitch, that's why you only ever hung out with her. You didn't know this bitch for real. And I was so disappointed and I was so hurt just by the way, I felt like she handled some things. But I was like, Alice, you really didn't know this bitch. You the damn fool. But it felt good to be like, oh, I got a friend I can do this with, a friend I can do that with. But it's really quality over quantity.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? Like, people got to get to the point where they realize fucking with you is a benefit. When you start to feel like that about yourself, you don't even want too many people around you. Like, fucking with Kayla, that shit a benefit, nigga.
Just to breathe the air.
Just to be around this vibe.
Breathe the air.
Is a benefit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
might be trying to suck up too much, y'all.
Yeah, fucking with me is a benefit. Cause one thing about it, more than anything else, when you fuck with me, I'm connected to the Most High. I got a direct line up there. You know what I'm saying? I can get a lot of shit through, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So fucking with me, it's like a benefit package. You're gonna get. I can speak for myself, and you tell me like your benefits. Fucking with me, I'm gonna be your number one cheerleader. If you want to go out here and sell red Solo cups, I'm gonna have you a flyer made in 10 minutes. I'm gonna have you a flyer made in 10 minutes. I'm saying, bitch, this the wholesale placing. You made your Instagram yet? Will we going to sell these cups? I'm your number one cheerleader.
I can attest to that because at one point in my life, I just knew balloons was my thing.
Yeah.
I think this bitch cared more about it than I did.
I be caring about y'all shit.
You need your LLC. Let's get this flyer made. You can come on Wednesdays to open house and you do your balloons and I do the open house for the venue. Like, so I can definitely attest.
I'm your number one cheerleader.
I quit cooking every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. I don't know why that's big to me, like, because I feel like in order for me to be happy, I got to be around other people that's happy. So, like, what's making y'all happy? Like, this shit going to make you happy? Now, I ain't going to let you go out here and go buy a pound. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let you do that. You know what I'm saying? But, oh, you want to do something productive? You want to start a little girls group? Bitch, let me go buy these hair bows. I'm with all that. So I know fucking with me, you gonna get your number one cheerleader. I am literally, and I'm not the friend in the forefront, like, oh, they my friend. No, I'm in the back.
Yeah.
I'm in the back, like, hey, like, pushing you. I know that's, like, one of the benefits of fucking with me. And then I feel like I know that I'm walking into more of my purpose more. That I know, like, I'm supposed to be, like, I have a light inside of me. You know what I'm saying? And my goal is to bring joy to anybody, any situation that I'm in. And I don't, you can talk to people, but you don't really know how they feeling. So fucking with me, I'm always bring joy. Like, even if I'm fucked up, and I'm crying, we gonna find something to laugh about, and and somehow, some way, we gonna just feel better. Yep. That's the benefit of fucking with me. So what you feel like some of your like benefits are?
So with me, I feel like my major benefit is I'm a cup filler. So no matter what I mean by a cup filler, no matter how empty my cup is, I feel like I'm always there to fill someone else's cup. It's time where I want to break down and cry. May have this ain't current or recent, but may have $2 in my account. Yeah. I'm going to overdraft my account to make sure that my friend good. Yeah. I live all the way in Hampton. You may be on Boulder Crest. If you calling me, telling me that you need me in that moment, I'm there. Right. I'm not going to lie. I ain't the friend that's going to sit up and want to have an hour-long conversation on the phone with you. But when you need me, I am there. And I feel like this my benefit, no matter how empty my cup is. Sometimes it can be a blessing and a curse. Yeah. Because my cup just be over here just as empty, and I'm still trying to
just as crusty.
Just as chill.
Right. Right. Yeah. I feel like, and with that, you give your energy to who deserves it. Because, like, all of us got a cup. But why do I got to pour into yours? Have you poured into me? Not even if you don't have the know-how to pour into me, do you fulfill me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Do you make me laugh? Are you that shoulder to cry on? Like, everybody is at different points. Like, I could probably motivate and encourage somebody in that, and you probably can't in that aspect. But like you said, you can physically be there. You know what I'm saying? So what I was saying, damn, what the fuck was I saying?
We was talking about the benefits.
Your benefits. I said she's so bad. Hold on, let me try, y'all. My mind went on a blank, y'all. Okay. Here's another one. Is that the shot from this morning? Hold on. Okay, y'all, wait.
Like, for real, I'm up about the choke trying to tell y'all.
Like, what the hell I was just talking? That's that Deleon. That's that Carisha, please. Okay, another thing. That's that shot. Don't let people play in your face. When I say that shit, it's not about who nuts balls bigger. But if you know people are mistreating you, mishandling you, not loving you how you love them, stop letting motherfuckers play in your face. Like, why do we do that? Like, why is it okay that we continue to let people play in our face after we know that shit hurt? Because sometimes you don't be knowing, like, damn, my energy a little off. But now that you've recognized, you know what, such and such, they hurt my feelings when they do X, Y, and Z. Why do we continue to let people play in our face?
I think it's out of love. Like, and
not,
girl, that's it. It's just straight up love. And that goes for your friends. That goes to your relationship. Yeah. When you love a person, you tend to be really blinded. Like, I know love is blind. It's very cliche, but it is. It really is. Like, you love a person, you try to find the best in their fucked up ways. Like, I know she lied to me, but she probably lied for a good reason. Like,
she probably did get in the car.
Yeah. She probably really couldn't make it. It probably was really too cold for her this morning.
Yeah, like,
But
I feel like after so many times, what I say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And what I say, if it look like a duck and quack like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck. Stop playing. Because that does not feed your spirit. That brings your spirit down. Like, and we don't realize that all these little miscellaneous things around us affect us in its totality. Like, our overall being. You know what I'm saying? If you want to truly be fulfilled, it's in every area of your life. You know, if you have a friend, like you said, that's not loving you how you loving them, and I'm okay with conversation. You know, me and you even had that. Like, we can talk about it once, maybe twice, 3-4 times. Bitch, you're out of here. Bitch, beat it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not doing that. That creates these same chaotic cycles. You know what I mean? Let me tell you another thing I've been realizing. This is with me personally. And y'all chime in a little bit, not too much. I see this generation worshiping fake idols more than ever before. And when I say fake idols, I'm not just talking about a celebrity like a Beyonce, a Jay-Z. I'm talking about some of these local, not even influencers. We gonna go way to the bottom. We talking about these hoes you went to school with that just got a whole bunch of followers. Girl, we are so wrapped up in what we see. You know what I'm saying? And you think that these people are like who they are. They got what they say they got, and they really don't. So now you at home like, damn, I went to school with y'all like.
Man, people got identity issues.
I'm literally at home looking up how much a BBL gonna cost, cause it's the way of life now. Not saying that, you know, me personally, I'm not the girl.
I want to see if you need a BBL.
You don't need
I wish I had a piece
So, you know, but I said that to say, like, it's so many people out here that's so uncomfortable with their body. Like, all you seeing is BBL. Like, it's almost
that's the standard.
Like, finding a girl with no surgery, like, it's really rare. Like, it's really rare.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but they're, like, the people that control the media, like, they giving anybody lip filters, like, when they... Yeah, like they're training and destroying our community through that shit.
I've realized like through just personal people that I know, like people be so infatuated with these bitches, and I'm like, these hoes is raggedy, and not just raggedy physically, spiritually, they nasty.
Yes.
They like you said, they have an identity crisis. They're trying so hard to be and prove to the world somebody that they really not. So when you really know this to the core, you like, this bitch is a real flex, like she's capping. And I see so many, I've heard it so much of they so impressed and they so drawn to these hoes. I'm like, these hoes don't even like their damn mamas. They don't even respect their mamas. These hoes not even really home with their kids. Meanwhile, you down in yourself because you working hard. You busting your ass to pick up your baby from daycare. And these hoes doing whatever, you know whatever. Let me look at my damn nose. It's the time for me. And then, I'm telling you another thing that been pissing me off more than anything. You know how now everybody's like, I'm healing myself. I'm like
talking to the stones and charging.
Well, no, literally like I'm healed. I'm healing myself from trauma, bad relationships, and all this shit. And I just be thinking to myself, cause I'm a real bitch. Anytime I fell growing up and I got like a scab and stuff like that, that shit never said, Alex, I'm healing. It never made an announcement.
Right.
That shit, y'all let these fake ass wanna be Erykah Badu, Sage, Crystal hoes trick y'all. These hoes ain't healing, they want attention. Why you laughing? I'm dead for real. These hoes want attention. Because if you really healing, that's a silent metamorphosis. That ain't nothing that you gotta announce. Bitch, I can tell you healing, because get what? You don't even walk the same. You don't talk the same. You ain't even in the same environment. Right. Hoes really propping up their phones, doing whole reels because I'm healing. Bitch, you faker than a $3 bill. And them be them very same hoes y'all so impressed with. Stop it. Fine. Talk to you. If you go on somebody's page and they really inspiring, like they say good stuff that make you feel good, okay, cool. But y'all just be clicking on the bitch that y'all think having their way.
Talk to and be with themselves.
Girl, I talk to myself so much. That's why I had to pull the camera out. Like, I talk to myself. If don't nobody check me first, it's me. Alice, that was dumb as hell. Alice, you was dead ass wrong for that. Alice, you need to do that better. Alice, you need to go apologize.
I love it.
Another thing. Learn to be alone. Learn to be alone. Going back to the appetizers, right?
Yeah.
You know how you at a restaurant and it's like, I'm so hungry.
Right.
I'm dying to eat, right? I got it. I'm just ordering a whole bunch of shit till the main meal get here. Because I just can't wait. Then when that main meal get here, what? You don't even eat it.
Ain't hungry no more.
But if you would have just took the time to just be patient for what you really came for, you could really enjoy it. Because now you got to take this shit home. It ain't going to taste the same. Like, learn to be by yourself. Learn to know yourself. Learn to know how to express to people, like you said, what makes you happy, what you love, what you need to feel fulfilled, what brings you joy. But you can't do that if you always surrounded by things, people, and always in situations.
Right.
Do you feel that you take some time to like, or are you learning to take time to be by yourself?
I'm literally just now in a place, almost 30. I'll be 30 in April. I'm literally just now getting to the place where I'm okay with being by myself. For so long, I didn't know how to entertain me.
Yeah.
But who know how to entertain you better than you?
Yeah.
Who know how to give you the fulfillment better than you? You know what you like. You know what you love.
You ain't talking toys.
I ain't talking toys.
That shit sound like
no,
toys.
I ain't talking toys.
It's like that's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's another episode for another day.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, seriously, like, don't nobody know how to love you like you. You know how you want to be loved. You know how you want to be treated. You know what it takes to fulfill you. So I encourage everybody to take that time to get to know them, because for so long I didn't. I ain't want to be alone. I ain't want to go eat in a restaurant by myself. I feel like I look stupid sitting at the table by myself,
enjoying
eating
you,
at a restaurant,
enjoying
me,
enjoying you. You know, I just want to say with that, you learn so much about yourself through that pressure process. That pressure process of being alone, getting out your comfort zone, doing things by yourself. You learn so much about you, and you know, pressure does a few things. It can create diamonds or it can bust pipes. So you gotta decide if you're gonna be that diamond or you gonna be that pipe. I wanna be that diamond. I wanna be that diamond.
I'm be that diamond.
I wanna be that diamond. Let's talk about being emotionally stable. I had this conversation with somebody because, you know, like I said, I do the mental health check. You all right? How you feeling? What's going on? And they said, you know, I felt better in these months. These like August, September than I do now. And I asked them why, like what was going on different then than now. And they started naming a few things like job, money, you know. They was hanging with certain people. And I told them, I said, you know, you're going to always be emotionally unstable if you base your inner joy off of outside shit. Like if your joy is predicated upon how much money you making, who your friends are at the time, what job you have, you're going to always be emotionally unstable because all that shit can come and go. Yeah. Your joy is something on the inside that nothing and no one in the world should be able to take away.
I ain't there yet.
That's real.
There yet. I'm going to be honest.
That's real.
I'm not there yet because I noticed if my bank account get low, I got an attitude.
Well, I ain't saying superficial like that because you know when I'm broke, I be fucked up for a couple days and then I be like, all right, let's pop outside, let's do some shit, right? But I'm saying that don't take my whole joy. It's okay to be affected. Really, like you be stuck
like
in
certain things, it takes my whole joy. So I think that's a process that I'm in now where I'm learning to just be happy no matter what. Be happy because you woke up. Be happy because you got breath in your
grateful.
body.
You know, we always talk about it. Just be grateful.
Be grateful because you can move your fingers. Like, we take that type of stuff for granted. But right now, it's somebody paralyzed that can't move them, but they head from side to side.
Well, like you said in the beginning, what's some of the things that's really more important to you? It was your family, your friends, your grandmother, stuff like that. That's your joy. That shit forever not changing. These niggas gonna come and go. These jobs gonna come and go. These cars, this money gonna fluctuate. But that stuff should always bring your joy and your fucking faith. And when your faith solid, that shit solidified. That shit keep you grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna let you, like you gonna bend, but you won't break. Right. So it's okay. Like if you know your money not right, you kind of wounded, but you're not gonna let that shit just break you. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that goes back to what we was talking about the whole episode. Watch who's nurturing you and watch what you're letting come into your spirit. Because if you're around people that's constantly negative, it's never anything positive. Whether you know it or not, that shit really seeks down inside of you and that shit start manifesting in you. And before you know it, you got an attitude with your husband, your daughter, whatever, because of all that stuff you're injecting from other people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when that shit, what Rocco said, keep them squares out your circle, that shit is law. That shit is fucking law, man. Like, you I feel like I'm just so big on that now because when you used to being out a lot, having a lot of friends and always doing stuff, you don't really realize all them spirits that you picking up along the way. Cause I know it's some people I started hanging out with, like I always was a cusser.
Right.
But now I'm like, I can't believe I just called that little girl a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would probably have never done it, but that was what they did. So it started falling down on me.
Right.
You know, so I just feel like we not paying enough attention to who around us.
You gotta protect your space.
Oh my
protect
God.
your energy.
Oh my
That's a
God.
must.
Your energy, people call it different things. Your energy, your spirit, your chakra, whatever you want to call it. That's like vital to your survival. If you're never around a source of light, how can you really grow?
Yep.
And even if you got light but nobody's watering you, like you said, pouring into your cup, you can't sprout. You just gonna be a fucking seed in the ground. Think about it. If it never rained and it was just sunshine, that seed gonna get burnt up.
Yep.
You know? So we'll come to an end and we'll answer one question. What are some things that you work? Well, you already talked about that. What you already talked about what you're working on. What drives you and what motivates you?
I'm motivated, and I know I know everybody said it, but I am truly motivated by my children.
Period.
I'm raising 2 little girls. I want to raise them to be, mature women that think, like women that has common sense, so they won't be those 19-year-old girls that's moving in with men. And like you said, we don't always listen, but I want to at least be able to say that as their mother, I gave them the tools.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely motivated more than anything by my children.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what was the other question?
Other question. Oh well, that gets into what we was talking about before the camera started rolling. You have to find something that motivates you specifically. Whether it's your kids, whether it's your self-development, your family, whether it's just, you just want to be successful. Mm-hmm. I've been seeing a lot lately, and there's nothing wrong with influencers and life coaches and all that good stuff, but I see so many people investing so much money in people telling them how to get some money and how to be damn happy.
Yeah, a damn life coach.
Kind of like a therapist, but they don't call themselves a therapist.
Yeah.
They spend so much money doing it, and there's nothing wrong if you really need the mentorship, but no, you're really looking at these people like idols, like what they say is law. You don't know them. You can't trace them back 10, 15 years, and more importantly, what happens when you leave that conference? You filled up so much at that conference, but when you go home and you by yourself,
You don't have
you don't have nothing. So that comes with that inner joy, that inner peace, that because I feel like I don't need a bitch to sit up here and tell me how to get no money. If you looking at them bills and you can't buy what you want to buy, I don't need to buy a ticket to your damn concert or your conference, bitch. Some of that stuff just gotta be in you, and that comes with what's feeding your spirit, what's around you, and you just having that joy.
Right.
You gotta motivate your damn self. A lot of us gotta learn to really like bet on you. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody can be like, okay, I'm so proud of you. I want to do that. And you inspire people. That's good. But bitches, you betting on yourself.
It mean nothing if you don't feel that way
about yourself. Like people could be like, oh, I know Kayla gonna be successful. Well, what the hell you think about you? I don't want to be around no people that don't want to be winners.
Right.
I don't have no room for it. Bitch, you can't even hold my bag. I don't want your bad juju on my bag, bitch.
Not your bad juju.
Okay. This is the last question. What were you intended to do in this life? What do you think your purpose is?
That's a good question.
What do you think your purpose is? Because I know earlier in the episode you was like, I think I'm at my final stop. And I'll let you say that. But you not. You're going to keep growing. You're going to keep elevating. You're going to keep meeting new people. Your kids going to be growing and developing. You might totally switch gears. But it's good that you found something that you like, especially when you was in a situation for a long time when it was something that you didn't like. Mm-hmm. So this is us being grateful.
Yeah.
So that ain't what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. But what do you think Kayla's purpose is in life?
I think my overall purpose, and I'm not going to put a job title on it, but I just think my purpose is to be a caregiver.
Okay.
A caregiver. And I don't
Like
mean
to
in
people,
the
elders?
occupation. No, I'm not talking about occupational
Okay.
caregiver. I'm just talking about overall caregiver. My spirit is caregiver spirit.
Okay.
Like, I'm always there for people, always lending a helping hand. Like, that's what I mean, like, by caregiver, not like the lady that clock in and go take care of the elderly people. Just someone to help encourage people. But before I get to that, I have to, like I told you, I'm working on doing it within myself.
Kayla.
Because I pay your light bill and my light bill be finna get turned off.
I've been trying to make a payment arrangement.
Yeah, I be trying to make a payment arrangement for mine, but because you over there in the dark, I feel like it's.
Do you think that's a validation thing? Cause I feel like I used to find myself like I know I'm a good person. I know I got people back, and I used to feel like that was my job to show people that I was a good person.
No, I don't feel like it's to show people. I just feel like it's truly
who you are,
who I am. I can be laying in my bed, don't feel like moving. It's 2 degrees outside, but
you showing up.
If I'm moved by my spirit, it's like I got to. Like, I feel obligated.
I get you. I feel like you need people like that. Well, I'll say for me, at least right now, I think I have found my purpose. I think that my job in life is not the business stuff people see. I think my job is to literally be a light. Like, it's so much corruption, so much negativity, so much darkness that I really am tapping more into myself, that I literally realize, and not in an arrogant way. Like, when I come in the room, the atmosphere really do change. Like, you know, it could be, everybody could have attitude, and I come in there, hey, how y'all doing? And it changes. And that makes me feel really, really good, because you don't never know what people going through, what they've experienced before you walked in the room. So I think my goal is really just to bring light, like, wherever I go.
But you've been that way since we was younger. Like, you've always been so wise beyond your years. Like, the way that you talk, the way that you articulate what you want to say, like, you've always been that way. So yeah, that I can agree with that.
Yeah, I think it's just being a light. Whatever that looks like, that's just that. Whether it's through a laugh, it's through a hug, something encouraging, or hell, whether me just being me is a light, and it make other people feel like, oh, I can do that shit too, or maybe I should do that. So I feel like that's my purpose. So if it trickles down to the businesses or events, whatever, you know, it's just to be a light, to be a hand or whatever.
But what if it's a light? Because I know you've touched so many people in just doing that event. Like, people has been so touched by the way that you've brought their vision to life. So even through your business, I don't want you to feel like it's not just business, because you definitely are a light through your business as well. Tax situations. How many people, by the way, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and schedule y'all appointments. But how many people are in very sticky situations that have to come to you to get their taxes back on track? So that's a light through your businesses.
Yeah.
So you there, girl.
Yeah. Well, thank you. That's really
You're
sweet.
welcome.
That's really sweet. Well, this was an episode, y'all, of Ghetto Girl with Good Table Manners. You know, a more intimate at-home edition. And I want to tell y'all, too, don't be scared to come talk. These couches don't hurt nobody. It's just a conversation. We're going to talk about it all on this show. The good, the bad, the ugly, the deep, you know, the ratchet. It's just supposed to be well balanced, well rounded. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all write y'all goals out for this year. Put yourself on a calendar of when you're going to accomplish certain things on your list and get that shit done. And we'll see y'all next time.